My name's Dylan Bass, and I've spent today, it's 5:33, I've been out here since 3 o'clock. It's June the 1st. I just have a couple things to say. What you see behind me is the courthouse of Nashville. I don't really know much about it. I mean, I think the average Joe may not know, but it's told to be a historic landmark, and it's what you saw videos of being vandalized, and I wanted to see what happened, how bad it was, and a lot of stores on Broadway, as you can see from some of the footage, and it had boards in front of it. And we recently just had a tornado down here, so I thought that that's what it was at first. I was like, oh, this can't be just all the vandalism. This has to be really what that tornado did when it came through here a couple months ago. And I started talking to a lot of people around, and no, all the boards up. Maybe one facility was just doing a remodel, but everything else that you saw, all the windows were busted in. I've seen some videos of the boot place being in flames, and I had to see it for myself. But what's amazing, if you look behind me, this group out here, they're rallying together. They have food, they have families, moms, dads, brothers and sisters. I think about 90% of them is a black man and a black female, 10% white man, white female. And they're actually out here trying to take off all this graffiti of white supremacy and whatnot that was sprayed all over the walls. It's fixing Nashville. So if you can have any hope on what's to come after a situation like this, well, there's your hope. Many people were brought together in this situation. All I saw over there were smiling faces, and it wasn't out of hate, and it wasn't out of spite. They were excited to be around one another, doing the right thing. That's the Nashville I know. Now, I did speak to a couple officers, and the violence and the stuff that did go off and go on were what it was. Many people got hurt. I'm not a writer, I'm not a storyteller. I'm just a guy out here trying to see the aftermath. The only perspective that I can put is from my own. So I'll speak from what I know, what I've gone through. I don't even like bringing up my face was crushed when I was 8 years old on my grandpa's farm, and then from then, my household wasn't the best. It was drugs, there was violence. I love my mom to death, she knows that. This isn't me talking bad about my family. I've been in foster care system, I've lived in shelters. My brother just committed suicide a couple months ago. I was picked on all my life growing up, and I always felt like I never fit in, so I hung out with every single group because I didn't have a spot. So why am I telling you this? We have no idea what someone has gone through, whether they're white, black, light skin, dark skin, however you want to say it. We have no idea what they've went through. The only thing you could do is know what you've gone through, and every foot that you put in front of yourself, just make a right decision, make a good choice, be the better person, be the bigger person. Always strive to be better, and that's all I've ever tried to do, and that's what I assume everybody else tries to do. I guess in my mind, I just would rather the world just be in the United States. If you live here and you want to be called an American, I want that to be a cool thing. I want that to be an awesome thing. I don't call myself English American. And the way that I feel when walking around, and I just call myself American, I feel like I belong. It is a great feeling. It is. And I guess that is what the white privilege is. I guess that makes sense. I don't feel oppressed in any way. If I get pulled over, I don't feel scared. I don't feel worried. I got pulled over the other day. I reached all over the place to grab things. And I think back, like, if I was black, would the cop have showed up with guns drawn immediately? And if I would have reached for my cell phone to try to look up my information because I didn't have it on me, would I have gotten shot? That's the stuff I think about. That's the perspective that I think about whenever something like this occurs. And you can't say it's not real. Because like I said before, you have no idea what someone in their life has been through. Before watching this video, you may have not have ever heard my name or knew who I was, but at the same time, just seeing me, you didn't know what I've gone through. And I've barely told you a thing. And I told you enough to understand that we gotta be gentle, we gotta be kind, we have to be loving, we have to be supportive. We can't live our life in fear. I'm not gonna live my life in fear. If my life ends today, I want the life that I've lived till now to be the best that I could have been. I love seeing this group out here. There's even police officers with them hanging out. Don't let the media and the news try to say that we're oppressed and we're in some fear and some panic. I hope this video reached you well. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Oh, and another thing, bringing up somebody's past to try to say that they were a horrible person and deserve to die, it's not okay. I've made mistakes in my past. I've done awful things. I'm sure if I died today, you could probably go back in my past and write me up as a horrible person and just paint a sticker on me. That's not fair. It doesn't matter. For the family involved with George Floyd, I hope you get to mourn in peace, and I'm sorry, this sucks. Losing a family member is the tip of the iceberg of the worst feeling in the world.
Sky Clark, 16 years old. I go to Brentwood Academy, and basically just assemble some friends. There's a few more people here, probably like 50, 60 more people, but not more people, but 56 people altogether. But we just came up. We try to help them clean it up there, but they said it's contracted, so they said we can get these buildings, so we just clean up the graffiti. Bought trash bags just in case there was trash and stuff on the ground, but they'll come up, clean up where we live. Me and my dad, we went to Home Depot, and then some people, Rob brought a lot of stuff. He helped a big time. And then the other people that came brought like soap and all that. So yeah, yes sir.
Are you still in high school?
Yes sir, I'm going to 11th grade.
11th grade?
Yes sir.
You're out here changing the world?
Yes sir. One person at a time. You know, if everyone just does something little, it all adds up, and then we'll finally start to see and change what's going on.
That's awesome. You want to like shout out your Instagram?
Oh yeah. Instagram's @Sky, so follow that please.